Do you know which country has the longest living people on Earth? Take a guess. Switzerland? Norway? Maybe somewhere in the Mediterranean? Now, what if I told you there's one country where people routinely live past 100, not just barely, but still active, strong, and mentally sharp? And the craziest part? It's not genetics, not expensive healthcare, and definitely not some magic potion. The secret, 5 simple habits, backed by science, that anyone can copy. And habit number 3, it shatters everything you've been told about health. But here's the real shocker. One of these habits is something most people ignore, and it could be silently cutting years off your life without you even realizing it. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to add 10 healthy years to your life. And trust me, the last habit? Japan holds the record for the highest life expectancy in the world. Women live to 88 years old, men to 82 years old. But their secret to longevity isn't just about diet or exercise. It's embedded in their daily routines, traditions, and mindset. And movement? That's just one piece of the longevity puzzle. Because up next, we're diving into the first habit that could completely change how you eat. Imagine waking up at 95 years old, feeling strong, clear-headed, and full of energy. No aching joints, no piles of medication, just another beautiful day. Sounds impossible? Not in Japan. Okinawa, Japan, is one of the world's few blue zones, places where people routinely live past 100 at shocking rates. But here's what's really surprising. They don't rely on expensive healthcare or high-tech treatments. Their secret, it's hidden in their everyday lives. You see, in Japan, longevity isn't just about what you eat or how often you exercise. It's a lifestyle, a combination of small, daily habits that add up to something extraordinary. Take Radio Taiso, for example. Since 1928, this simple morning exercise program has been broadcast across Japan, guiding people through a gentle, rhythmic workout. From school children to 90-year-olds, nearly everyone participates. And guess what? Science now confirms that this simple routine keeps joints flexible, muscles strong, and the mind sharp. And it doesn't stop there. Their diet, their social connections, even their mindset, all play a role in keeping them not just alive, but thriving. A groundbreaking study in The Lancet found that Japanese who follow these traditions have a 15% lower death rate. But the real shocker? One of these habits goes against everything we've been told about health after 50. So what exactly are these 5 habits that allow Japanese people to live longer, healthier lives? And how can you start using them today, no matter where you live? Well, get ready, because what you're about to learn could add years, maybe even a decade, to your life. And habit number 3, it's going to shock you. Habit number 1, the 80% rule, Hara Hachi Bu. All right, let's start with something that could instantly change the way you eat and add years to your life. It's called Hara Hachi Bu. Ever heard of it? This is an ancient Japanese practice that simply means eat until you're 80% full. That's it. No calorie counting, no complicated diets. Just stop eating when you feel almost full. And here's why it works. When we eat until we're stuffed, our bodies go into overdrive, processing extra food, spiking blood sugar, and overloading digestion. But when we stop at 80%, we allow our bodies to function at their best, reducing inflammation, improving digestion, and even slowing down aging. And here's the science behind it. Studies show that caloric restriction, eating slightly less than what we think we need, increases lifespan and reduces the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and even dementia. But here's something even more fascinating. It's not just how much they eat, it's what they eat. The Japanese diet, known as washoku, is built around balance and simplicity. This UNESCO-recognized way of eating is low in processed foods, rich in the seasonal vegetables, and full of fermented foods that support gut health. Unlike the heavy processed and oversized meals common in Western diets, Washoku focuses on variety, with smaller portions, lots of colors, and a balance of protein, fiber, and natural flavors. The result? Better digestion, lower obesity rates, and a longer life. But let's be honest, this sounds simple, right? Yet in places like the US, UK, and Australia, we're taught the opposite. Bigger is better. Clean your plate. Supersize it. We're encouraged to eat more. And the result? Skyrocketing obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. But here's the good news. You don't have to move to Japan to follow this habit. You can start today. Here's how. Eat slower. It takes your brain 20 minutes to realize you're full. Use smaller plates. Studies show we eat less when we serve ourselves on smaller dishes. Listen to your body. The moment you feel satisfied but not stuffed, stop eating. It may feel strange at first, but over time you'll realize you have more energy, better digestion, and maybe even a longer life. And that's just habit number 1. But if you really want to supercharge your health and unlock the power of longevity, then you need to know about habit number 2, the longevity drink of Japan, green tea and antioxidants. This one might surprise you. Now let's move to habit number 2, Japan's not-so-secret weapon against aging. This isn't just any drink. It's a daily ritual that floods their bodies with disease-fighting compounds. I'm talking, of course, about green tea. Here's why this matters. Japanese adults drink an average of 3 cups a day, and studies show this simple habit slashes dementia risk by 50%. Let that sink in. But the magic isn't just in the tea, it's in the molecule called EGCG. EGCG is like a tiny bodyguard for your cells. It reduces inflammation, protects your brain, and even helps burn fat. But here's where most Westerners miss the mark. But that's not all. Research shows that green tea boosts brain function, lowers stress, and may even prevent Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. It's no wonder the oldest people in Japan drink it every single day. And here's something you might not know. The type of green tea you drink matters. Matcha, the king of green tea, loaded with antioxidants. 1 cup is like drinking 10 cups of regular green tea. Sencha, the most popular, filled with catechins that support your heart and immune system. Yokuro, a premium tea packed with L-theanine, which helps reduce stress and keep your mind sharp. We treat tea like flavored water, while in Japan it's medicine. They use real matcha or sencha, steep it properly, and never ruin it with milk or sugar. A 2023 study in the European Journal of Nutrition found those drinking 3+ cups daily had 31% lower stroke risk. Now for habit number 3, Japan's invisible exercise secret. This is not about gym memberships or marathon training. It's about how they have baked movement into everyday life without even trying. The average 70-year-old in Japan walks 5,000 to 7,000 steps daily, not through workouts, but through simple choices. They take stairs, walk to markets, even their public transit forces movement. Here's the science. A 2022 Kyoto University study found this incidental exercise reduces arthritis pain by 38% compared to sedentary seniors. But why does this work so well? Because unlike grueling workouts, this is sustainable for decades. Now we come to habit number 4, and this one might surprise you. In Japan's Okinawa region, they have something called Moai, lifelong friend groups that form in childhood and last for decades. But here's what's extraordinary. These aren't just social clubs. They're literal lifelines. Studies show these tight-knit circles do more than prevent loneliness. They actually add 6 to 8 years to life expectancy. That's comparable to quitting smoking. And the science behind this is fascinating. When we're socially connected, our stress hormones decrease by up to 39%. Blood pressure improves. Even our immune systems get stronger. But here's where Western culture is failing its seniors. In the US and UK, 1 in 3 seniors reports feeling lonely. In Japan, just 1 in 10. The difference? They prioritize connection like we prioritize exercise. It's not optional, it's essential. The truth is, strong social connections are as important to your health as eating well and exercising. They keep your mind sharp, your heart full, and your spirit high. So ask yourself, who's in your Moai? Do you have people around you who uplift you, support you, and make you feel like you belong? If not, it might be time to start building those relationships. Because just like the Japanese, a strong social circle could be the key to adding extra years to your life. We've arrived at habit number 5, the one that might make you squirm a little. Because while the world obsesses over probiotics and omega-3 supplements, Japan's been getting these nutrients the old-fashioned way, through foods so potent, some literally bubble with life. Let's start with the obvious: fish. The average Japanese person eats 3 times more fish than Americans. That means 150 pounds per year versus just 50 in the US. But here's what's fascinating. It's not just the omega-3s. Habit number 5, fish and fermented foods, Japan's ultimate superfoods. Now here's a question. What if the secret to living longer wasn't in pills or supplements, but in what's on your plate? In Japan, one of the biggest reasons for their incredible longevity is their diet, specifically their love for fish and fermented foods. And trust me, this is a game changer. Unlike in many Western countries where red meat is the star of the plate, the Japanese diet is rich in omega-3 packed fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. And here's why that matters. Omega-3 fatty acids are like fuel for your brain and body. They reduce inflammation, lower the risk of heart disease, and even keep your mind sharp as you age. And then there's fermented foods. This is where things get really interesting. In Japan, people start their day with a warm bowl of miso soup, a fermented soybean broth packed with gut-boosting probiotics. And here's something most people don't realize. Your gut health is directly linked to your overall health, including your immune system, digestion, and even your mood. But there's one food that might just be the most polarizing of them all: natto. This traditional Japanese dish made from fermented soybeans is rich in vitamin K2, which is essential for heart health and strong bones. Studies have even shown that people who eat natto regularly have a lower risk of cardiovascular disease. But here's the catch. Natto has a very strong smell and a sticky, gooey texture that many people, especially Westerners, find hard to handle. But if you can get past that, the health benefits are unmatched. And it's not just about natto. Fermented vegetables like tsukemono, soy sauce, and even sake all contribute to a diverse and healthy gut microbiome. And a healthy gut? That's the foundation for a long and disease-free life. So here's something to think about. What if changing just one meal a day could add years to your life? Could you swap out a burger for a piece of salmon? Could you try adding miso soup to your morning routine? Because in Japan, these small choices are what make a big difference. And now, let's bring it all together. You've seen the 5 powerful habits that make the Japanese some of the longest living people on Earth. But the real question is, which one will you start with? Stick around, because next I'll share the easiest way to apply these habits to your life, starting today. Don't love natto? Try these gentler options, period. Miso paste, just 1 tablespoon, daily boosts immunity. Pickled veggies, look for lacto-fermented, not vinegar. Small fish, sardines pack more calcium than milk. So, what's the real secret to Japan's legendary longevity? It's not one magic pill or some hidden gene. It's this: small daily choices stacked over decades that create a lifetime of health. The science is clear. Eating until just satisfied, moving naturally through your day, nurturing friendships like medicine, and letting fermented foods work their magic. These aren't sacrifices, they're celebrations of life. You don't need to move to Okinawa to start living better. Just start today with one habit. Try leaving 2 bites on your plate. Swap coffee for matcha once this week. Call a friend for a walk instead of texting. Now let me ask you, how many of these 5 longevity habits are you already following? Or are you just getting started? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you have any specific questions or need more details, drop them in the comment box. I'll be reading. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button because one like equals one respect for those who've mastered the art of long, healthy living. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? We're just getting started on uncovering the world's longevity secrets.